Well, that's not very good, is it? Really tough on the old shoulders and the arms, but it's giving my ankle a bit of a rest. The only thing that's bothering me right now is sunset. That sun's getting low. I'm close to my island. I'm doing it! Yes! My birthday tomorrow, but it feels like it should be today. I've got a fear of open water. That's open water. Oh wow, I mean look. The island's just there. I'm gonna head for that. Behind me is where I've come from. So, I'm doing it. I'm chuffed to bits of myself. I'm conquering one of my fears. Yes! Be careful here. Right on the ground. I'm at the island. Oh, not quite as shallow as I thought it was. Yes! I only came out for a practice run. I thought 20 minutes, half an hour, and I'll take it back. I just carried on going. My shoulders are killing. I did it. I'm on the island. St Herberts. I'm gonna get back though soon, because this wind is just horrendous. Look at this. I want to get back to my boat because it's windy, and if it blows in the water, I'm a goner. So I'm going to get back to shore. It's way too windy today. Right, let's get out of here. You got everything? Hopefully this should be easier. See you, island. Bye bye. Thank you for having me for like 2 minutes. This is incredible. Why didn't I ever do this before? As you can see, I'm all alone. Nobody around. Just drifting towards that island there. It's incredible. Onwards and forwards and so on and so forth. Time to get off. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Paul. It's a camping thing, and behind me is the Quechua 3XL tent. Excuse me, but I am really tired today. It's been a major long day. I did the setup of the tent and then just got major busy with lots of things that were going on. Tomorrow's my birthday, and yeah, I started testing my kayak out, and it was just going to be a little row around in the bay. Didn't get on with it quite at first. A little bit like open water swimming yesterday. I went open water swimming, which you can see in a separate video, by the way. That was where I was using the Quechua 2 seconds easy, right here, actually. But this was the kayak that I'd recently purchased. Never really tried it at all. Got in, didn't like it at first because the seat kind of collapsed. It was way too far back. My feet were outstretched. Had nothing really to sort of push against. But soon pushed the seat forward and then tightened it up a little bit. Jumped in, and instantaneously I knew, oh wow, this is it. Now we had quite a bit of a breeze coming off onto the Derwent Water this morning, or this afternoon should I say, and at times it was really tough. But there was other times when the breeze just stopped and I was just able to sit there and just take it all in. I was in the middle of the lake and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. And there was a time there where I just thought, wow, this is mountains, got Skiddaw over there, Cat Bells behind. And there was just me bobbing about in the middle of the lake all on my own. It was an incredible feeling. And then I went to the island. I'm not sure the name, I think it's called St Herberts or something, but I went to the island and I did it. It was hard work. My shoulders, my arms are in a lot of pain at the moment. I take my hat off proverbially to anybody who does kayaking or that on a regular basis, but it took me about two and a half hours. Never done it before and loved it. Absolutely loved it. Just like I did open water swimming in a way. I have a fear of open water where I like to know what's below me. So I like to go swimming in swimming pools, but with this, yeah. Yesterday I had a tow float. Today I had my buoyancy aid on. I'll never forget that today. Never, ever. That was just an incredible feeling. Absolutely incredible. So there we go, that's a recap of what happened today. Tomorrow's my birthday. I've got a few things planned, but I've not even set my bed up yet in the tent. So I've got to get around to doing that. The trip out in the kayak and doing that today, that was totally unplanned, but I'm so glad I did it, even if my arms disagree. But yeah, there we go. My birthday tomorrow, gonna do a few things. Gonna go and visit a few places that I love around here. So yeah, that's what's on this video. I'll catch you soon. I've got to go make that bed up though, because I'm absolutely shattered. Well, good morning. Today's my birthday. But last night, I got to finish. I was in here last night. Wow, we had so much wind. It was a gale. It was crazy. Tent was moving about like mad. But yeah, that was last night. This is today. I want to go out and visit a few places today. Yeah, I just hope the weather is better. So, I'll find out now. Oh, it's not 100%. Still very windy. Well, I've got a couple of plans in place today. I've got plan A and plan B. It depends on the weather, because it's really not looking very promising, if I'm honest. Yeah. So I'm going to head back to the car, get properly changed, and I shall see you at a location somewhere. Well, my first port of call on my birthday trip is Surprise View. It's a little bit tricky to get to. It's very narrow, steep roads, so I'd rather get here early before everybody starts coming in, and then it's difficult navigating around with the car. So that's why we've come here first. I'm still aching from that kayak trip yesterday. It was, yeah, that was a tough one, but I'd definitely do it again. Morning. That's the island I went to yesterday, just in the centre. So that was Surprise View. As I say, the weather's not really up to great deal. It's rather overcast and kind of bleh, very grey light, so I'm not going to take any pictures with my big camera. But I will keep showing you around. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. So now we're at Ashness Bridge. I don't know why whenever I want to say it, I start going to Sean Connery. Bless his soul. R.I.P. just Sean Connery. But yeah, this is incredible. Absolutely beautiful. You ever want to feel like this big? Come here, because this won't do it justice. But believe you me, there's a mountain just behind you right now, and you are literally peering up at it. But on pictures, it always looks flat. This mountain up here, literally, I'm pointing up. The Barnhouse Mountain Base, 1964. I know a lot of people say about, oh, I wouldn't mind having a look inside. Yeah, not gonna happen. And this is Ashness Bridge. I always want to say jetty, I don't know why, but this is Ashness Bridge, the oldest pack horse bridge in the country, possibly the world. Keswick's that way. Skiddaw. So there we go. That was Ashness Bridge. Very beautiful, quaint little spot. I'm just going to take some photographs here with my big DSLR camera. Maybe take a couple of portraits as well. Why not? It is my birthday after all. And then we'll go to the next stop. There we go, Ashness Jetty. Now, I think we've actually got some storms in the area because it's normally a calm, peaceful day. And that doesn't look like today at all. Shame about the weather. It's an ongoing issue with this trip, but unfortunately, there's obviously nothing I can do about it. So that was Ashness Jetty. As you can see, the weather was definitely not in my favour. It was blowing a gale, but I've come a little bit further down the road now, and the sun's actually just picked up. Would you believe it's still the same day? It's just a few minutes ago since I was at Ashness Jetty. It's incredible how quick the weather's changing at the moment. So I'm heading to Derwent Water again. Just need to cross this road. Because there's a couple of stones, they're called the Century Stones, and they are located just through this forest. So these are the Century Stones for the National Trust, I believe. I'll put something below for you, but yes, they are beautifully carved. Absolutely a wonderful feature around Derwent Water and well worth a visit. Well, in this video I might mention once or twice it's my birthday today, and I got some birthday cards to open, so yes. First one. Paul, happy birthday. Hope we have a great camping trip. James, Carly, Tilly, Finn and Oscar. Thank you. I know that's from. That's from James and Carly. Back to the Future badges. Thank you. Thank you to James and Carly for that. That's lovely. I shall wear them. To my human brother, I love you more every second, every day. Send you hugs and millions, licks, lick, licks from Buster. And he's put a £5 in there for me. Oh, that's from my dog. Didn't know his handwriting was so good. Thank you, Buster. Oh, 10 quid. Happy birthday, darling. Hope you have a fantastic day. Love you more than words can say. Love from Mum and Dad. Please turn over. The first pint is on me. I've already had a pint, but thank you anyway. Thank you. I can't think of a better place, even though the weather is bad. I can't think of a better place to spend my birthday than this. But thank you to everyone who sent me birthday wishes. I've only had one pint, honest. Thank you to everyone who sent me birthday wishes, and thank you to everyone who gave me birthday cards and presents. It's really, really kind of you. Thank you. I'm having a good day. I went out this morning, took some photographs, visited a few of the local places that I love, that I know rather well, and it was just nice to see them all again. I've only had one beer. I don't plan on drinking a lot on my birthday. I'll save that for another day, but I'm not a big drinker anyway now. But yeah, certainly enjoying it today. It's just nice to be out here in the Lake District. I had a happy birthday off a lady from Australia with a deep Australian accent. I was at the stones that you saw earlier, and a lady just over there in the other tent, she wished me a happy birthday. So to everyone who wished me a happy birthday, thank you very much. And yeah, now I'm going to get ready for the rest of the day. So, happy birthday to me. Hi, yeah, welcome to my garden. Don't worry, the trip went fine. I didn't make an emergency trip home or anything like that. But this is the point of the video where I was opening up my birthday cards and I decided that the fact the weather was getting good enough to actually go out on the kayak to go over to St Herberts Island to go and do my wild camp. So if you haven't seen that, there'll be a card up there soon and there'll be a link in the description box below. But yeah, this is the exact point where I realised the weather was improving enough for me to get the kayak out in the water, and it was going to be something special for my birthday, so I had to seize the opportunity. So we're going to rejoin this video right back on the next day when I've just got back from doing that wild camp. Well, good morning. It's been an eventful trip, that's for sure. But I think a lot of the adventures are now going to finish. Just done my first ever wild camp. If you've not seen that video, then I'll put it up here for you. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy the sunshine, which has been long overdue, and have myself a lovely cup of cappuccino. Oh, I'm going to use the jet bore zip again. It seems to be my go-to stove at the moment. I'm going to sit here and just enjoy that view. Cheers, everyone. Well, folks, you probably noticed the fact I've not been doing a lot of filming today, and that's because it's Saturday. There's a lot of kids about. It is, I believe, half term for some schools at the moment, so a lot of kids are broken up. The weather's nice. It's gone blue sky right now. I'll show you that in a little while. But yeah, it's not very good when you're pointing a camera around. You've got some stranger pointing a camera around and your kid's maybe in shot, and understandable. So yeah, I've kind of had a bit of a day off from filming a little bit. I had a coffee this morning. It was awesome. I've had a walk around Kayak. It was a market day on a Saturday, absolutely awesome. And I've not done as much travelling on this trip either. Normally with photography in my mind, I normally come in to take photographs, but because the weather's been so dire over the last, well, since Tuesday, what, almost 5 nights I believe it is. It seems like a long, long time ago. It's not really been the sort of weather for taking photographs. It's been very, and in a way that's kind of a good thing, because it meant the fact I did my open water swimming, I did my kayaking, I went and did my wild camp. So whether the weather was bad or not, it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to be going home tomorrow with a smile on my face and a heavy heart, the fact that I'm leaving here, because I absolutely love it. I really do. But yeah, I wanted to show you the inside of my Quechua 3XL, which is sadly discontinued. It's a fantastic tent. As I say, you can fit 3 people in here, but ideally I think 2 people, and then you can shove your kit at the bottom because there's plenty of room at the bottom for that. So some of the stuff in here I've actually put in the car. I put my clothes and my food in the car. Not that I actually needed it, because I've been to the chip shop quite a lot, along with the pub as well. The food in Kayak and drink is just awesome. So yeah, so I'm going to show you my setup. So we'll start off with the sleeping arrangement. So normally I use a Trekology UL80 or UL140 sleeping pad, but both of them have been letting me down recently. I went wild camping last night. I took my Trekology UL80 and it went down twice during the night. And my UL 140 seems the same, where it's very intermittent. Can't seem to find a reason why there's a leakage, but there is. So now I'm using something which, a pad which I've been using for a few years, but it kind of got put on the back burner, kind of got put in the loft, and I kind of forgot about it. But now the Trekologies are sort of letting me down. I actually brought it along on this trip, and I'm really glad I did, because this has been up for 3 days. It's been super, super comfortable. Hasn't let me down at all, and it's got a built-in pillow as well. So it's got a built-in pillow up here, and then I'm gonna have to turn you around, because the name of it is, I'll do it that way, and I'll turn it around in post-production. So U-Sport. Now, I had this a couple of years ago, and then I went and bought the Trekology ones, and they've been great, but I think maybe they're getting a bit past their sell-by date. And yeah, this one is incredibly comfortable. Now, it's got a built-in pillow, which is great, because I like a lot of pillows. But it doesn't have the built-in pump, which is also a good thing, because when you're trying to squeeze every molecule of air out of that pad, it's almost impossible to get it back in its stuff sack. In fact, I actually ripped my stuff sack on my Trekology UL 140. So this U-Sport, for me, is just fantastic. Very comfortable, built-in pillow, no pump, awesome features. Love it. Now, I'm also using a Thermarest sole mat as well. You can probably just make that just out here. That's that here. Now, you can see all those little nodules. Now, that's to trap warm air. But for me, if my pad does let me down, when I feel these nodules, I go, oh, okay, time to get out and pump the bed. Now, it's probably not necessary, but it does actually add an extra bit of protection from the ground if there's any sharp objects under there. And then you can see I've got one of these cheap fall mats as well, just to again reflect any heat back up, which I probably needed the last few nights with the cold, wet weather that we've had. Now, down at the bottom here, you can see my sleeping bags. I got two there. I've got a Sea to Summit, I believe it is. Sea to Summit. Yeah, Sea to Summit 250 XL. It's wide, it's comfortable, but I wouldn't say it's very warm, and that's why I brought my what have I got? My Coleman Festival collection one as well, as an overthrow. One of my star products that I love, my Trekology Yeezy Go folding camping chair. I absolutely adore that, and as you can see, it's also got the sand mat on. I actually did a recent video on that recently, so I'll put a card up below on top for you. Then I've got the table, which also appeared on the channel. I've got my phone, power bank, and then I've got my Wayfarer meals, which I'll probably have one of those later. And then I've got my gas canisters, and then all my phone stuff. I've got my shoes that I've used for the kayaking. These have been absolutely essential. If you're going to go kayaking or even swimming, I'm going to be going open water swimming later, I'm going to be wearing these. These are incredible, absolutely incredible, absolutely brilliant. I can't fault them. I would buy them just for walking around the house. Then you've probably seen this earlier. This is my Jet Boil Zip stove. I actually prefer this now to the Minimo, if I'm honest. It's compact. It just does the job. I mean, I just don't need anything else than that. I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to be trying to simmer food on a lower heat. I think if you want to just boil water, then that's certainly better. That's why I use these, because you just put these in boiling water. You can fold these up, pop it in the canister, and then boil it for 10 minutes and job done. I've got my Pringles. I've gone mad on these. Pringles smoky bacon. Oh, didn't like them at first, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, brilliant. Then I've got my Sea to Summit X mug. I went in a shop today and they've got them in there for £11. £11. They are brilliant. Sea to Summit X mug. It's made of food grade silicone and folds down to literally nothing. Got my trainers when I'm going out later, a towel, and then I've got a change of clothes, and then I've got my Back to the Future 2 cap, which a lot of people don't seem to like, but I do, because I like Back to the Future. I've got my bag for my chair, just down there, and that's got all the bag of bags in, so that's what I'm keeping that in, because I'm packing up to go home in a way. At the back here, This is basically my man bag. So I've got my wallet, that's almost empty. I got my pass, I'm keeping that as a souvenir. Car key, and again, Back to the Future theme going on. Then I have a little pocket full of change, so. There we go, because car parks around here are, some of them are like £5 for 2 hours. Some of the National Trust ones are really expensive, and yeah, so that's my wallet. I've also got my spare car key as well in case I want to travel light. I've got those soap things as well. But yeah, there's not a lot in there. I've also got a GoPro Hero 7 Black battery. What else have I got? Oh yeah, I've got my GoPro Hero 9 case here. So all the gubbins and that you need. I've got the case for when I do going in the water and I want to keep it watertight. Fleece. And then I've got all my power banks in there, all my chargers now. Oh, didn't realise I got that. Haha. That's my watch. My watch, you can see I'm not wearing a watch, it's because my phone watch battery died on me. I didn't realise I actually brought the charger. Oh well, got it now. That's the bag for the Usput, the pad. I don't know what's inside there. Oh yeah, look, another GoPro head support thing. There was something else I thought. Probably not. No, that's it. I must have packed it. But yeah, that's pretty much a general layout of what I've got. Oh no, beg your pardon. I've got my wetsuit because I'm going to be wearing this in a minute. And this on the kayak trip was incredible. Yes, I know I'm a big fella. I have to go for the largest one. It's actually inside out at the moment, but this is incredible. I think it was just over £20. Now, it's a little bit on the lightweight, so I wouldn't recommend this if you can go in really, really cold water. And it does let the water through. I didn't know a thing about wetsuits. In fact, let me just turn it inside out and I'll be right back with you. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Zucco. I don't know if it's a good make, but it's done me well. It's I could do with a thicker one, if I'm honest. This is a 1.5mm. I'd probably go for a 3.5 or a 5 as we're heading towards the winter season. But do you know what? For 30 odd pounds, awesome buy, absolutely awesome. I've got the buoyancy aid, but that's in the car. As I say, I'm packing. I am going to be going for another wild swim, and that'll feature just after this. But I won't be needing my buoyancy aid for that. But as I say, this is a really good buy. Highly recommended. I'm a big fella. I need to go on a diet, a major diet, and I have gone for the biggest one, and it fits just perfectly. But it give me an incentive to lose weight, that's for sure. I got that as a view. I'm going to see cat bells. A guy setting up for the night. Awesome place. So there we are, folks. There's a rundown of all the gear that I'm using and the tent that I've got. As I say, all I've packed away at the moment is just the clothes and the food, but everything else here is what I've been using. I do like a little bit of space. I like a little bit of extra space. As I was speaking to the lady earlier, Joe across there near the tent, and I was saying about you're always going to go for a slightly sized bigger tent than what you imagine you're going to want. So if it's a 1 or 2 person, if 2 people are going, go for a 3-person tent. And I agree, this is a 3-person, this is ample. Realistically, I think the next time I come to a campsite and I'm going to be coming on my own, I might use the Nature Hike Cloud Peak too, because that's just got a lovely size to it inside. It hasn't got the blackout bedroom, but I'm sure I can go without that. But yeah, that's another video and another time. So I'm going to get ready for my swim, and then I'm going to head out to the town and possibly have a couple of beers, just to end my holiday on. So if you found this video in any way helpful, please consider liking, leaving a comment and subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell icon to be notified of all future video releases. This week has been crazy, but also quite emotional. I've done a lot, considering the weather's been bad, and I think that fate kind of played a bit of a key thing this week, where I would normally have come to take photographs, but the weather was just not right for it. And I'm so glad and happy that I decided that this one trip, I decided to get a kayak, go kayaking, and I learnt that, and I loved it. And I was afraid of deep water, even though I know that's silly. There's nothing there that can hurt me, but I just one of those people that have a fear of, I don't know what's there. Ugh. And I know some of my friends, they have the same feeling, but yeah, it is daft. I know I can swim. I'm a pretty good swimmer. So yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy week, but fate's played its part, and I've achieved some things, and I'm going to be going open water swimming again soon. So I'm looking forward to that now. Whereas if you'd asked me a week ago, I'd have been, oh, I'm not really sure if I can do that. You just don't know your own strength sometimes, and you have to kind of push your limits sometimes. Not overstep them. Take every precaution that you can. I'm going to have a tow float, and I'm going to wear a hat as well, just to make myself visible in case any boats come by. But yeah, this week's been absolutely incredible. The weather could have been better, but if that had been the case, I probably would have grabbed the camera and done the same thing I've done every other time. So there we go. Right, I shall see you in the water in a little while. Oh, it's cold. There we go. Hello. If I can do it, so can you. Tell you what, the one thing I like about this wetsuit is you do feel more buoyant, naturally more buoyant. I mean, I can normally float on my back anyway, but on my front it's not so easy. But with this, look, I mean, I'm holding a GoPro with one hand. The tow float is just strapped to me, so I mean, I'm not kicking at all. Maybe just to right my balance, but yeah. This wetsuit, I do like it. I think it adds buoyancy, and maybe, yeah, I think my arms and my legs are a little bit colder than more than my body. Well folks, time has ticked on a little bit further, and it's just gone 9 o'clock at night. And I packed the car a little bit more, took the table, the chair out, put that in the car, because I'm not going to get up tomorrow and have a cup of coffee or anything like that. I'm just going to pack away and go. I would like to get some photographs of Moot Hall in the centre of Keswick, but we shall see about it. Depends on the weather, depends on how I feel as well, depends on the quality of sleep. I've got a 200-mile journey home tomorrow. And yeah, that's a bit... It's been a long week. I know they say that time flies when you're having fun, but time seems to stop here sometimes. And it's not the fact that I didn't have any fun, far from it. I've had an amazing time, even despite the weather. I challenged myself, and yeah, this is a trip that will live long with me till the day I die. And yeah, I haven't used 3 tents before on a single trip. I used the Quechua 2 seconds easy, and I used it for a couple of nights. I've used the Quechua 3XL just over there. That was for a couple of nights. And I used the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2 for my wall camp on the island, just over there. I used a K2 Explorer kayak, which honestly was really impressive. It's a little bit difficult when you get into shallow water and you've got the skeg, which is like the fin underneath. You don't want that rubbing on, but you know, the kayak did the job. It got me to my location and back, and not just once, but twice. As I say, I just got to get home tomorrow, but well, yeah, the weather could have been better, but it is what it is. It is whatever you make it, I suppose. This, for me, I'm going home tomorrow, but it actually feels like I'm leaving home behind. I love it here, the people. The people have been so welcoming. Yeah. I met some friends in the tent next door, and it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. Can't really say I'm looking forward to the drive home tomorrow, but just how it goes. So, I'm gonna go to bed now. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow, and then get up in the morning, pack away the tent, and do that long drive home. Should take about 4.5 hours. So I shall see you in the morning. I shall say goodnight now. And next time you see me, we'll be waking up and then taking the tent down. So, yeah, that's it. But it feels like an ending now with this, well, the sunset's over there. Yeah. Good night, folks. Good morning. Time for home. That, folks, is an amazing view, and I'm sure as hell going to miss it. It's going to be a long drive home, but a part of me will always remain here. I first came here in May 2019, and I was just struck by its beauty, its rustic, timeless beauty that, I don't know, just touches something in here. It's a beautiful place, and if you've never been, I highly recommend it. It's absolutely stunning. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and now I've got to go and pack away that tent and head for home. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you found this video in any way helpful, possibly entertaining, then please consider liking, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel. Clicking on that bell icon, and for please, if you get the chance to come to the Lake District, please do. You won't regret it. I had my doubts for a moment.